topic, you know where we'll go. Staying on topic, we're keeping it tight. Clear minds, bright mics, doing it right. No rambling around it, no chasing the clock. We're locked in, dialed up, staying on topic.
Hello and welcome to the Staying on Task podcast. I'm Theo.
I'm Michelle.
And today on the podcast we have
Mr Dickenson
and
Mr Tomlinson.
so we're going to get straight into it. What is something people might not know about you? Start me.
Probably that I like to play a bit of golf.
Yeah?
A bit of golf.
Yeah, you were telling us how you were quite like high level in golf.
I'm quite high level in VR golf.
VR
You've
golf,
got to
top 1,000 globally.
Yeah, top 1,000.
What about you, sir?
Yeah.
I've got acromegaly. That's a medical condition.
What is that?
It means I had a tumour in my pituitary gland, so it means that's why my hands are so big.
Yeah.
Overexpression of the growth hormone. That's something interesting.
That's very
Is
interesting.
that from what age was that?
It got diagnosed during COVID, actually, because when people were not seeing me, they obviously noticed a change in my face and my hands. They're like, my shoe size went from like a size 8 to a 10 within like a year and a half. So it was that sort of caused it, because usually it's later on in life, around 40, 45, when you really see the big change. So luckily I got it quite early.
Do you have any hobbies or niche interests?
Gardening.
Gardening?
I do enjoy.
Do you do a lot of that?
DIY?
Because you recently moved into your new house.
Yeah,
You're gonna
correct.
got a lot of work to do.
Got a lot of work to do.
In
A lot
terms
of
of
gardening.
gardening, yeah.
Gardening needs to be completely done.
Any
Bit like
favourite
that.
plants, flowers?
Oh, roses, nice. Hyacinth.
Yeah. Okay, you want to do the next one, Michelle?
What would you say your favourite musician is?
Musicians, so many to choose from.
Taylor
so many
Swift?
good. Well, Taylor Swift is, up there, but kind of gone down the ranks of my ranking in recent times. Probably, Robbie Williams, Queen, AC/DC.
Yeah. Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And you like a bit of Olivia Dean? don't
Olivia
you, sir?
Dean, yeah, definitely. That's currently
what's
one
your
of my
favourite
favourites.
song of hers?
Currently listening to Reasons to Stay. It's quite
Okay.
good. Yeah.
No, favourite song for you?
Small Town Boy, Bronski V.
Very good. So why did you come back to William Farr?
Oh, now that's a very good question. I think, fell into the right place, right time for what I was training to teach, and it just happened that a job also came up in the same school. So
Yeah.
I happened to apply and got it, and here we are, 5 years later.
What would you say your favourite teacher was back in school?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm still working.
Don't insult your colleagues.
Yeah, well, I think it'd be unfair if I didn't say Miss Charman was up there for chemistry. Because worked with her, so I have to say that.
Is it weird to work with your former teachers, or is it
Not really.
normal
It's
now?
moved past that point. I think it's more professional now.
And did they influence the way you teach now? Or
To
do
a
you
degree, I
have
think
your own
I've
style?
got my own style, and every teacher
not controlling
does.
classes.
Wow,
you know.
wow.
So what's the worst thing you've ever seen during a practical?
Someone snorting a white powder.
Right.
Interesting.
What about you, sir?
I think it was my own doing when I accidentally blew up the fractional distillation column, making a massive fireball.
And you were telling us how you had this experiment with Le Chatelier's principle, and people were throwing stuff at you in your early years.
Yeah, in my training year, we used to do a demo for the equilibrium with balls, and I asked for the balls to be put back in the box, but instead of putting them in the box, they were thrown towards my direction.
Oh, that's not great.
Poor.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Alive.
Alive. Well,
Comfortable. Nice family life. Nice house.
Yeah.
Career-wise, hopefully still in teaching.
Teaching, maybe a bit higher up,
Head teacher. That's big step.
Well, that's a big step. That's not going to happen. I don't think.
In 5
I'm
years,
not
maybe
sure I
not.
really want that kind of role.
And what's your dream / what do you aspire to be for the future?
Good father. That's
Good
fair.
father. Yeah, because Mr Tomlinson was telling us how much you love your son.
Well,
And how he's
obviously.
your whole life.
I
Yeah,
just
well,
hope
children
he
take over
does
your
like
life, don't
his
they?
son,
So
yeah.
it's currently my main hobby is looking after a child. So.
Yeah, how old is he now?
Just over 2.5.
Very good. Healthy?
Yeah.
How do you switch off after a stressful week?
Car journey home.
Fair, yeah.
Music.
Yeah,
half
music's
an
on the
hour.
way home. Normally switches you down,
Yeah.
and then by the time you get home, you're a bit more relaxed. Spending time, family, going for dog walks, things like that. To
Yeah.
just switch the mind off a bit. Teaching,
Don't check emails.
kind of leave work here.
Yeah, what is the work-life balance like as a teacher? Because obviously you've got a lot of marketing to do.
In training, I think it's hard when you're starting to become a teacher. It's a big sort of learning curve of
Yeah,
separating it. I struggled when I trained. I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning marking,
yeah,
planning lessons, and then my partner would get up and then we'd go out for the day.
yeah.
Now I just leave it all at work.
Yeah, that's good because you've got more into the swing of it.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah,
say,
you're used to it.
there needs to be more support for training teachers?
I think in a way, yes, but to be honest, it's just part and parcel of being a teacher. Those first few years, it's just we
It's a skill
could
you've
still
got to learn.
spend hours and hours doing planning and that. It's just you build up that bank of resources. You build up how you can walk into a lesson and kind of just teach rather than having to plan every detail of what you're going to do. And there's more. You're no longer doing all the extra bits for training, so that's not actually on your shoulders at the same time. Whereas those first 2 years teaching, you find there's actually a lot to do and not a lot of time to get it done.
Have you ever just completely messed up a lesson?
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just part of teaching.
You have to just restart it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the kids will get it one way you tell it. Sometimes they won't. And you just got to re-go it at a different angle.
Same, we always have those lessons where we might feel it's not gone well, and students probably don't even realise that we thought it's not very good. It's just part and parcel of teaching. You just got to...
Like you signed up for it.
Almost. And if it doesn't go well, it's just a learning curve.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most difficult topic that you've experienced in chemistry?
I think talking from maybe a key stage 4 kind of perspective for you guys, probably from a teaching perspective, the equilibrium stuff for me is something I sometimes think, have they got it? But that's just because you've got to think about what's happening rather than it's not just a thing that's there. You've actually got to look at which way is it going and plan it out a bit more in your brain.
Maybe electrolysis.
Students
find it difficult time and time again.
And again, we always say it's not a big thing, don't we? But,
That's one question in the exam potentially.
Yeah. So, what do students misunderstand about teachers? What do they get wrong when they think about teachers?
That we don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing. We're teaching for a purpose. We're trying to help you learn. It doesn't matter
why are you actually passionate about teaching?
Because you're opening doors for students they don't realise that even from year 7, 8, 9, it does count to a degree because you are getting that spark of interest. I always say, okay, they might not be performing really well academically, say at 7, 8, 9, but at least they've got the interest, so they're enjoying their science lessons. That brings me a bit of joy that they've enjoyed the lessons. And I think going back to what misunderstand about teachers is that, especially from a lower school year, we're not being horrible. It's about we're trying to just make sure the line's there so we can teach you and make progress and have a bit of success around it. Especially with practicals, it's meant to be engaging, it's meant to be fun.
Yeah,
but it's got to be safe.
It's got to be safe.
How do you spark interest in classrooms?
That's a good question.
Feeding off students' energy. There's some bits where a student will find this topic boring, and they're going to find it boring, but they might link it to one of their hobbies, or there might be they like practicals, but they don't like the theory. But you can link the theory to the practicals, which will be more engaging for them.
Yeah. Do you you teach students, but do students ever teach you back? Regardless of whether it's about the topic. Sometimes you might get life lessons and things. Yeah.
Everyone's always adapting, everyone's always learning, even if you're in school or past school. So, I could tell you one way of describing a process in chemistry, but they might go, oh, actually, that's, the other day someone was like, catalysis, that's linked to FIFA, because there's something in FIFA about kata or something like prefix. And they was like, it speeds it up. It's like, that's a really good thing, and I've now used that with another set. Yeah, because they can understand it,
If you could go back and give your 16-year-old self advice right now, what would you give them, or what would you tell them?
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It will work out.
It'll all work out in the end. There's no need to panic.
No.
And
Whatever happens, you can overcome it.
And why did you get into teaching? What was it about teaching rather than anything else?
I think, if I'm really honest, it's just one of those things that you saw an advert for it. I know it was in my case, end of uni, no idea what I was going to do. Saw that you could train to teach with a nice paycheck, for the first year with a bursary. So I thought I'd give it a go. And as soon as I started, I realised, it's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Were there any other career plans for both of you?
I always thought about teaching, even like at A-level. I was doing like lesson support. At university, I did a program where I went into a school and helped them teach. So I always thought about it because I liked chemistry, but I didn't want to maybe progress with chemistry. There was a point where I was thinking of maybe doing a PhD, but I just decided not to in the end.
Same as me. I could have done a PhD, but I knew 4 years of more university setting probably wasn't right for me. Kind of career options I would have gone for would have been probably industry and chemistry somewhere. I always liked the analytical kind of chemistry, so pharmaceuticals, but again it just panned out that teaching kind of popped up and I gave it a go. It's worked out ever since, I'd say.
Yeah. Do you think that there's not many like jobs in science or chemistry, so people sort of have to go into teaching? Or teaching There's a lot of opportunities.
And there's a lot of jobs that you don't realise necessarily link to science. Like having a chemistry degree opens the doors to lots of careers.
Yeah.
It's just what career would suit you. Like people go into finance, into law, anything like that.
Yeah, so why should the listeners take A-level chemistry? How would you sell your subject?
You've got me and Sir teaching you.
That's all
you
Dynamic
need.
duo.
That's all you need.
If they're going to another school, what would you say?
I would always advise do what's best for you as a student.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would hope most people would like to stay here, but I know that won't always fit what people's plans are. But we'll offer and we'll help as much as we can to get you the grade that you want when you're here.
Everybody's individual. Go wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
Just know that the support's there while you're here, and you've got experienced members of staff that have done all sorts of things in their lives that you won't have realised. So lean on them, ask them questions, because you'll probably find your maths teacher might have done something before teaching that actually you think, oh, what was that like?
Yeah.
Just sparking interest elsewhere.
Like as students, we're coming to the end of our school career, and we see teachers, and like obviously we see you every day for like 5 years, and then we're gone. For students, it's like we miss our teachers. Well, that's quite general, but a lot of teachers do. But for teachers, you have loads of classes, loads of students. Is it the same, or like?
The students you definitely do miss.
Yeah. I think it depends how long you've taught them for as well, because obviously some teachers might see one student for 1 year, mightn't they? But
if you've seen, like, for example, I think we're coming to the end of, next year will be our forms leaving after 5 years with them. We've been with them since year 7. That'll be something that's a bit weird for them to have gone, because that's 5 years of the same people. Classes, it's always a bit different. I think you think, I'm going to really miss you guys, but reality is they're replaced with more people,
and
so
you
get to go know other people, and it's always revolving so much. You've got so many students. We probably together teach most of the school, in Key Stage 4 at least.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
What would you say is the most exciting, new part of chemistry?
Part of chemistry. Current research and so on.
I'd probably say look at kind of fuels and the possibilities of hydrogen fuel cells. Although they've always been quite a thing now, they're still quite new in terms of you don't see hydrogen powered cars, but that's something that would be very safe because it only produces water. So fuel cells, and then kind of all the medicine as well that's coming in, and the use of AI with all of these that can work together to create loads of new things.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about your golf and your hobbies. Do you find your hobbies are quite good to switch off from work?
Absolutely, yeah. If I've gone home after a pretty stressful day and I either go out in the garden or go on a game or whatever, an hour after that I've forgotten what happened in the day that made me so annoyed or
stressed
or whatever it was, you soon forget about it. I think the problem is if you don't forget about it, it can eat away at you as a teacher. If you're constantly overthinking what went wrong in that lesson, or you constantly think, how did I make such a, what led to that behaviour concern or whatever, suddenly you find yourself in a rabbit hole where it's better to actually think, it's over now, let's move on.
That's only going to affect your teaching when you come back in on Monday if you go over the weekend and
or
you're
let's say you
miserable and
finish
you're
a
not
lesson,
going to be refreshed.
you've been really stressed in one lesson, to take that into another lesson, it's not fair on the other students, it's not fair on...
It's a big skill.
Let's say you're going into the office at lunch. It's not fair on staff members to be all stressed and angry all the time. Just leave it at the door.
Was it daunting coming in because obviously you're younger teachers in the school, and a lot of the teachers here have been here 18 years or more. Was it like you feel like you're less skilled than them? Like, I mean, obviously you are.
Well, you are, and you still are. Like,
we still definitely are.
Compared to some of the science teachers.
But did you feel accepted when you first came?
Oh, no, definitely, yeah.
There's not been a time where we think, we're not any less or more.
No.
It's just, it's all about working together.
You did your training here as well, which may have helped, but coming straight in from just a different setting.
Yeah, did you do your training somewhere else?
Yeah. So I did it at Laugh Academy and Diaston, Market Raisin.
Yeah. Was it different training a different school and then coming to a new school? Like,
it's totally different systems, different policies, and it's just adapting to it. But as obviously a new teacher, you're not used to anything in particular anyway, so it's just adapting to it.
You put a new teacher anywhere, they'd soon pick up
that's
the
why
ways
it's
of
so horrible.
schools. Yeah.
Was there anything you wanted to add, Michelle?
What could you say that students could do to maybe help teachers out a bit more?
Just remember they're human.
Be reasonable.
Remember they've got their own stuff going on.
And you have your own lives.
Yeah, and we might tell you off, but it's not personal. It's never personal. We never put the behaviour on the person.
It's just to keep like a level of maturity.
Yeah, it's maturity. It's getting you ready for leaving school at the end of the day.
Yeah, because you're preparing us for our future.
Some behaviours it's not acceptable in workplaces. So
that's it.
It's a hard lesson to learn that we're not the worst people in the world. We're just trying to help.
Yeah, so I think listeners should just take away that teachers are human beings and that they're just trying to help you and prepare you for the future.
And just remember that perhaps if your teacher's being maybe a little, what you would call probably angry that day, maybe they've had something happen in their personal life that's actually affected them.
Well, we really hope you enjoyed coming on today.
Absolutely, excited.
And so thank you, and see you next time.
When the convo starts to wander and we're drifting off track, we'll reel it right back. No sidetracks, no slack.